Hello everyone, I am Balaji and I am super excited to have you all here. In this session, I am going to show you how to connect with your MongoDB database using your Python program. So let's start. In order to connect with MongoDB database, you want to have one package called PyMongo. So first install that package. I will use pip to install that PyMongo. So I open my command prompt and then I will type python -m pip install PyMongo. Okay, this is the way to install PyMongo. In my case, I already installed that PyMongo package, so it's showing that requirement already satisfied. Okay, on your case, it will install that PyMongo package. Suppose if you are using IDE like PyCharm, means I have created a separate video on how to install external packages like PyMongo using PyCharm IDE. So if you are using PyCharm IDE, means please check the video description. I have created a separate video for that. Okay, here I am using Visual Studio Code as my text editor. Open my integrated terminal in order to run this program easily. So let's start the coding. So first thing that we want to do is we want to import MongoDB Client from that PyMongo package. For that, I will use from PyMongo import Mongo Client. This Mongo Client is used to connect with MongoDB server. Okay. Now I want to create a reference for this Mongo Client, so I will use client as my variable name. Client is equal to Mongo Client. That's all. This is a class that will return reference to our MongoDB client. So I will print the client, print client Python. My program name is mongo1.py. Okay, it is showing host is equal to localhost 27017. Suppose if you installed MongoDB on any other port other than this port, means you can specify that thing by passing parameter to this Mongo client. Okay, so the first argument to this Mongo client is the host name, that is localhost. Right now I am connecting with the MongoDB server that is in my localhost, so I pass localhost as my server name or the host name, and the second argument is the port number on which the MongoDB is running. In my case, it is 27017, which is the default port. Okay, there is another way to specify this thing. I will remove this thing, and you can pass URL like MongoDB / localhost 27017. I will try running this. Okay, it ran successfully. Now I want to create a new database. For that, I will use this MongoDB client to create that database. So I will use client dot your database name. It can be anything. If it is the existing database, means MongoDB will just refer to that existing database. Suppose if that database is new, means MongoDB will create that new database. Okay, my database name is test database. Okay, I will use test -database. Okay, I will store its reference in some other variable called db. I will print the result of this db, print db. Before that, is showing some error, undefined variable database. Why it is showing error? Because as per the naming convention, our variable name should not include hyphen, the special characters like hyphen. So in order to make support of that, I will use array notation to refer my database. So you can use either of the two way. You can use either object notation or array notation. This dot is that object notation. We can also use array notation like this. Now the problem is gone because this is a normal string. A string can have hyphen also. Now it will not be treated as variable name, but it will be treated as a string. So it is fine to have hyphen in our string. I will again run this program to show you. Yes, it successfully refer with our test database. Now I will create a new collection. I will name this collection as courses, and then I will use db.course. Okay, the same thing, you can either use this dot notation or you can also use this array notation also. Suppose if your collection name also have some special symbols like hyphen, means you can prefer this array notation to connect with that collection. But in my case, my collection name don't have any special character, so I will stick on with this object notation. I will also print that collection. So print my collection name is courses. Okay, it successfully print my collection name. Oh, it is not course, it is courses. Okay, courses. Now first I want to show you how to insert new document into that collection. For that I will create a new dictionary. So I will name this as course author Balaji. It's my name. Course MongoDB tutorial, and price, that is $100, and finally rating 5. Okay, now I prepared this document. I want to insert this document into this courses collection. For that I will use courses dot insert. Right now I am inserting this one document only, so I will use insert one, and then I will pass course as my document. Course, I will collect the return result in result, and then I will print this result. Okay, I will clear the console and then I will run the program once again. Okay, it returned error because right now I didn't started my MongoDB server, MongoDB, which will start MongoDB server. Suppose if you don't know how to install MongoDB or how to work with MongoDB, means I have created a separate video on how to install and set up your MongoDB on your Windows PC. So please check the video description if you don't know how to install and set up the MongoDB database. Okay, now I started the MongoDB server on port 2701. See, it is here, the default port. Okay, we'll run my program. Okay, now it actually inserted that document into our courses collection, and then it returns some object. Okay, first we will check whether this thing works or not by going to my RoboMongo. I will open my RoboMongo and then I will connect with this port number. See, it is here my test database. This is my database name. Here you want to view that courses. See, it is there. My document got inserted successfully. Okay, so in order to check whether the document is inserted successfully or not, we want to use one of the property of this result. Okay, so instead of printing this result, I will use if condition. So if result dot acknowledged means if the document is inserted successfully, means then I want to print the object ID that our MongoDB created for our document. So use course added, the course ID is result dot inserted ID. Inserted ID will return the object ID of our document, which helps us to uniquely identify the document name. Okay, now I will run this program once again. So Python, my program name. Oh, it's showing error. Okay, this inserted ID is by default it is object ID, but we are concatenating it with string, so we want to manually convert this to string by using str function. So str, and then I'll clear this console and then I'll run this program once again. See, course added, and it is returning the course ID. I will check this thing once again. I will refresh my collection by pressing this play button once again. So here it is. See, the document ID is same. Okay, now we have seen how to insert a single document. Now we are going to see how to insert many documents. Okay, for that I will create new array of courses. I will use arr underscore courses is equal to array. It is array of objects which contain objects like this. Okay, now I want to insert this array of objects into our courses collection in a single line. So I will comment this thing, also comment out this thing. In order to do so, I will use my collection name, that is courses dot insert many. I will use insert many to insert more than one document at a time, and I will pass my that array name, and then I will collect the returned result in results, and then finally I will iterate through these results to print the object ID of each inserted document. Use for object ID, and then I will use results dot inserted IDs. See, it is a list. Okay, on our previous case, inserted ID is a single object ID, but here it is a list of objects. Okay, so here I will print of, I will just copy and paste this thing. Instead of result, I will use object ID, and then now I will run this program by Python program name. See, it is returning those things, object ID of all the document that is inserted. I will open my MongoDB and then I will check it. I will refresh my collection. See, now there are a lot of documents there. Biology, this thing. Okay, all the documents are inserted successfully. Now instead of going to RoboMongo again and again to check, we will retrieve the contents from the database by ourselves using code. Okay, so let's start. So I will use courses, that is our collection name, dot find. See, find one is used to return one document, but find is used to return all documents. I will first use find one. So course equal to courses dot find one, and then finally I will print my course. I will run this thing once again. Before that I will comment all this thing because I don't want to print anything here, but I will insert this thing again and again. See, right now it is returning the first document. I will open the first thing. See, our first document is MongoDB tutorial. See, it is returning that first document because we are using find one. In order to return all the documents, we want to use find. Okay, and then it will return a cursor. We want to iterate through this cursor to print the actual result. So I will use for loop to iterate through that cursor. So use courses. I will iterate through these courses, and then I will print course. I will clear the console, and then I will run it once again. See, it is printing all the documents. Okay, right now it is not good to see all this thing in a single line, so I will, instead of print, I will use some other function to print it neatly. Okay, I will use pprint, import pprint, and then here instead of printing I will use pprint to print it neatly. Pprint dot pprint course. I will clear the console once again, and then I will run it again. See, now my output is somewhat neater. Okay, it is returning all the documents. Suppose if you want to fetch the document based on some condition, means suppose I want to get all the courses taught by biology, so I will pass a filter here inside this find method. So inside this, create an object, and then my filter is author is equal to biology. I will use author biology. I will clear the console once again, run the program once again. See, right now it is returning all the courses created by biology. Now I will pass another one filter to it. So I want to fetch all the courses that have more than $10 of price. Okay, so and it should be taught by biology. Okay, so here I am using two filter. One is author name and another one is the price. So here I will use price, and then now I want to fetch all the courses that have greater than, that price is greater than $10. So I will use GT, which stand for greater than, and then I will pass 10. I'll save the changes, I will clear the console, and then I will run my program once again. See, now it is returning. See, it is starting from here. It is returning only the course that have more than $10, whose price is more than $10. Okay, so this is the way to use find with condition. So now we will see how to do sorting. Okay, so in order to make this thing simpler, I will just remove this query filter, and then I will just run this out once again. Okay, now it is actually listing all the documents. Now I want to sort these documents based on the author name. Okay, so what I will do is I will nest another function call after this find. So the function name is sort. So after find I use dot, and then I will call sort, and then I want to pass the property name based on which I want to sort. So here the property name is author, and the second argument is whether I want to sort in ascending order or in descending order. Here I will use 1, which stands for ascending order. -1 stands for descending order. I want to sort the author name based on the ascending order. Okay, so what I will do, I will just clear the console and then I will run the program once again. Okay, see, now it sort all the document based on the author name. So this is the way it works. Suppose if you want to sort based on multiple property, means what you want to pass is, you want to pass a list of tuples. So I will pass a list and then tuple. Okay, first I want to sort this document based on author name in ascending order, and then next I want to sort all those documents based on price in a descending order. So I will pass price and then I will pass -1, which stands for descending order. I will save the changes. Okay, see, it actually done. Now I will show you how to limit the number of documents that are retrieved from the database. For that I will use limit. Actually I will nest the limit function after this sort. Actually for limit you don't need to use sort. Just for this demonstration I will show you how to do that. So after sort what I will do is I will just limit the result by 2 documents. Okay, I will clear the console, run this program once again. Okay, okay, I'll clear the console once again and then I will run the program. See, right now it returns only 2 documents. See, it returned this sorted output because after find I use sort and then only I applied a limit. So it is returning that sorted output and then it is limiting the output by 2 documents. Okay, I can even remove this sort. We don't need this sort right now. I will save the result and I will change this limit to 1. Okay, run this program once again. Okay, see, now it is returning only 1 document because we used limit of 1. Okay, now another thing which I want to show is skip. Okay, what this skip are usually used to do is, it was used to skip a document. Suppose, see, here we are getting the first document in our database. Suppose we want to skip this document and then we want to start from next document, means what we want to use is, we want to use skip. So skip of 1 means it will skip 1 document. I will save the result and then I will run this program once again. See, it is actually returning the next document because here we use skip of 1, which is used to skip 1 document. Okay, what I will do is I will just skip 10 documents, means it will return 1 document because we are using limit before skip, and then what it will do is it will return a 11th document. It will skip first 10 documents and then it will return a 11th document. Okay, I will save these changes and then I will run the program once again. See, it is actually returning the 11th document. Now if I remove this limit, means it will start from the 11th document and then it will print till the last document. Okay, I will just run the program once again. See, now it is actually showing all the documents starting from the 11th document. Okay, because we skip the top 10 documents. Okay, so this is the way to use skip. So now insertion is done, reading is done, and we want to see updation and deletion. I will update the course name that have MongoDB tutorial to MongoDB complete guide. Okay, so I will use update thing. I will use courses, that is my collection name, courses dot update. I want to update the document whose course name should have MongoDB tutorial as its value. So I will copy this thing and then I will paste it here. Okay, this is my query filter, and then the second argument is we want to update it to what? I want to update it to MongoDB complete tutorial or complete guide. You set course MongoDB complete guide. Okay, and then the last argument I will set is multi is equal to false. It will make the update to behave like update 1. This multi is equal to false will make this update function to behave like update 1. This multi is equal to true will make this update to behave like update many. First I will use multi is equal to false. Okay, and then I will run the program once again. Okay, it updates the thing, and then I am printing all those things, but instead of printing all those things, I will print the course that has only MongoDB complete guide. So I will copy this thing and then I will paste it here, and then I will run the program once again. Okay, it is here. Okay, it returns 2 documents because we run the program for 2 times. For the first time it updates a single document, and for the second time it updates the second document. Means this update is behaving like update 1. If I want to update all those things to MongoDB complete guide, means I will use update many, or I want to set this multi to true, and then I will run the program once again. But see, it is not returning anything because right now no courses has MongoDB tutorial as its name. All those things get updated to MongoDB complete guide. Okay, now I will use this thing as my filter value, and then I will run my program once again. See, all those things are listed out. Okay, this is updation. Now I want to show you how to delete a document from your collection. I will comment this update part. I'll use courses dot delete. See, here also there are 2 things: delete 1, delete many. As the name itself suggests, delete 1 is used to delete one document from the matching set of documents, and delete many is used to delete all the documents that gets matched to our query. First I will demonstrate you delete 1. So delete 1 of delete 1. I will delete all the documents that has author name as Balaji. So I will use print before deleting one document and print after deleting the document. I will use courses.find this thing dot count. Then after deleting this Balaji, I will also print the count of this thing once again. Okay, by 1. It should reduce by 1. Okay, I will run the program once again. Okay, I want to call this thing. I will run this program once again. Note, it should be called. Okay, see, before executing this delete 1, the number of documents that has author as Balaji is 6, and after that it gets reduced to 5 because delete 1 will delete one document at the time. Okay, now I will run this program once again. See, before 5, after 4. Now I will use delete many to delete multiple documents. Now guess the answer what it will return. It will return 4 before deleting all the data, and it will return 0 after deleting this thing. Okay, I will run this program once again. See, 4 before deleting and 0 after deleting. Okay, so this is the way to perform delete operation in MongoDB. Now there are two operations left out. One is aggregation and second is creating index. Okay, first I will show you how to do aggregation. Now there are a lot of documents in our collections. I want to group all the documents by using its author name. Okay, so I will use courses, that is our collection name, dot aggregate. Here it is. See, it requires pipeline as its first argument. So I'll use aggregate, and then the first argument is the pipeline. Okay, so it is an array of objects. So here I want to group by author name. I will use group, and then here I want to pass the ID name, so underscore ID. Here I want to group by the author name, so I will pass author as my group by condition. So it will group by the author name. I will print this result. I use print of here. I'll run the program once again. Okay, it is returning the cursor object. So what I will do is I will convert this to list and then I will print. So before printing, I will convert the result to list. I haven't closed. See, after deleting Balaji, there exist only two authors, Gokul and Vijay. In order to show you it is working fine, I will create Balaji once again. So what I will do is I will uncomment this line, which will create Balaji once again. See, Balaji is there for 2 times in this array. So I will run this program once again. See, now Balaji is also there. Now what I want to do is, instead of printing all the author names like this, I will also print their average ranking based on their all courses ranking, comma, and then here I can set any property name. This property name should not be changed, but the next property name can be changed. Ranking as my property name. $AVG, which stand for average, and then here I will pass I will run this program once again. See, right now it is showing all the authors with their rating, with their average rating. Okay, so this is the way to use aggregate. You, instead of average, you can use any other thing like sum, but for this demonstration, average is okay. So right now we are left with only one thing, that is creating index. Okay, so let's start that thing, index, creating index. Before that, I will comment this thing, and then I will also do one thing. I will drop the database because I want to demonstrate you index, so we'll drop this particular collection completely. Okay, that thing get dropped. Okay, there is 0 records, and then I will also comment all those things here, this thing and all. My collection name, that is courses dot create index, and then the first argument is a list, so I will create a list, and then it should have a tuple inside it, and then it should have the column or the field name to which I want to create index. The field name here is course, and then the second argument is the sorting order. Here I will use 1, which stand for ascending order. Suppose if you want to use descending order, means you can pass -1. And then the second argument for this create index function is unique is equal to true, because right now we are going to use unique index, means we are creating index to find out that course should not have duplicate entries, so I am creating this as unique. I will run this program. Okay, it is not creating any problem because all the course name are unique by default. Now I will run this program once again. Okay, but see, now the error has occurred because here we are inserting this array of document again. This is the way to create unique index. So that's all for the session. If you have any doubts, please contact me. I will try my best to help you. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends, and then finally subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you and goodbye. Hi, I am here with my new course Heroku Masterclass. In this course, I have shown you all the possible ways through which you can professionally deploy your web application into the cloud platform like Heroku. This course also comes with an ebook through which you can able to revise all the topics that are covered in this course. This course is completely free. So if you really want to master all the professional ways to deploy your web application into Heroku means, check out the video description. I have attached a link to access this course. Thank you and goodbye.